Thank you, everybody. My name is Jameson. I'm Joe's co-best man. Prior to writing the speeches, doing the speeches, I connected with Chris and Amanda, and we agreed that they would handle the sentimental, meaningful portions, and I'll just get up here and tell jokes. And then decides to pull that. Like, this sucks for me. I can't do that. But unlike Chris, I'm not related to Joe, so I had to earn this best man title the old-fashioned way. Like Chris alluded to, I met Joe in preschool, but it really wasn't until 4th grade when we really became friends. And writing this speech, I tried to think back to it. My earliest memory of Joe was running against him in the 4th grade class presidential election. Remember that? All the students going to pretend was president. My mom's laughing. It's her favorite story. Totally planned that laugh. I needed one.
I got you.
No, but I'll spare you the details. 4th grade was my year. It was my year. It was the coolest I ever was. And, long story short, I go up, much like this, I think. I nail my speech, and everyone's like, oh, I love this guy. He's going to be my president. And there's like 2 or 3 more people left, and one of them is Joe. Joe goes up and gives, to be frank, I'm like, this is Joe from preschool, the kid with the shitty haircut. He keeps eating good. I got no competition. So Joe goes up, and I was kind of right. He gave an extremely boring and lackluster speech. I was literally running against the original Sleepy Joe. I mean, you guys are that shit up. But in his closing remarks, he pulls off the greatest comeback I've seen, and he goes, "You vote me class president, my mom will make everybody brownies." And I lost. But in my rage of fury, I realized, this guy's sharp. He knows how to win. I should keep him close. So that was the beginning of our friendship, and to tell the full saga beginning to end would take too long, and I don't have a rap about it, so no one wants to hear it. But what parts stand out of Joe and I's friendship? I remember being in Joe's parents' basement, playing Guitar Hero, eating a family-sized bag of Doritos, like probably our dinner for the night. I remember saying to each other, man, I don't even like girls. Or should we just hang out with the boys all night? And that was all just this past Thursday. No, but in all seriousness, we have been through it all as friends. Preschool, we rode the bench together in travel basketball. We used to camp out overnight to get video games at GameStop and buy my games. There's a niche joke for like 3 people here. We lived together in Binghamton for 4 years, and most topically for today, and I'll get serious for a second, is we both started dating our girlfriends in high school roughly 10 years ago to the date. We both proposed to our girlfriends roughly a year and a half ago, and just months ago, I got married. Obviously, they get married today, and I was actually with Joe in the Diamond District when he got the ring for Ashley, and all we've been through as friends. I'm not a crier, I'm not an emotional person, but being in that situation on the couch at the jeweler, whole ring fitting thing, it did bring a tear to my eye, because after all we've been through as friends, you didn't even get anything from me. Ashley, you are the best thing to happen to Joe's life. Not only are you the best thing to happen to Joe's life, you're the best thing to happen to the DePiro's lives, and you're the best thing to happen to all lives that touch Joe. Relax, there's a punchline. Because actually, when you weren't here permanently, right, when we were in college, I had to do all these awful things with Joe. I had to watch the Mets. I had to watch Joe screw around with stupid little DJ equipment. One time, this is a true story, one time I had to walk this kid home 4 miles down the shoulder of an unprotected highway at 2 a.m. after a night of partying because he didn't want to pay $4 for a taxi. Now, Ashley, you're around and you're stuck. You're around for good. And I love it because now you do all those things. I get to play golf and Fortnite with them. This is so good for me. But in all seriousness, Ashley, if at any point you've had enough, you get exhausted, you just need a break, you pick up the phone and call the police. They'll understand. To get sentimental for a moment, and only a moment, Joe and Ashley, it has been wonderful doing the last 10 years with you guys, and I really very much look forward to building on that for the next 20, 50, 60 years. No punchline. Sentimental over. Now, what I've described to you guys, you know, I say my friendship with Joe, that's how I became the best man in 20 years of friendship, but I say it out loud, you all listen back to it. It's more like a brotherly relationship than a friendship, right? And with that type of relationship comes, naturally, brotherly competition. And like I mentioned earlier, I got married, Joe got married today, and I asked our mutual friends, you know, whose wedding are you most excited for? You know, Joe wasn't there for this question, but I asked her. And they were all like, definitely Joe. Definitely Joe. I was like, why Joe? Like, why so much conviction? Why definitely Joe? And they all go, well, didn't you hear? Joe's mom's making brownies for the wedding. Alright, I'm gonna shut up, but not till like we do the toast. I know you guys have done 3 toasts already, but I wrote it, and today's all about me. So. Alright, now hang on here, please listen. If those of you who are streaming the Yankee game right now, give me 30 seconds, alright? Joe and Ashley have been together for roughly 10 years to date. They're both 27. It's about 40% of their lives they've already been together. Let's say they make it to at least 90. They'll have been together for over 80% of their life, which, if you think about it, is truly a remarkable statistic. And no matter, you know, when you've been together that long, naturally a question comes up. Everybody in this room who knows Joe and Ashley, I've thought this question about them. And that question is, what would Joe and Ashley do if they did not end up together forever? I guess we'll never know.
All right, put your hands together for Jameson.